Sweetie, let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh my word. Okay. Have you done some of this story yet, sweetie? No? Okay. All right. Okay, so let me kind of set this up for you. This little girl is not sure how she's going to like this, so listen to this. A hearing aid! I screamed. What's that? Dr. Brown took a hearing aid out of her drawer. She opened the box part and put in 2 tiny batteries. Then she held the earpiece close to my ear. I could hear her clearly when she said, "You can pretend this is a magic button, Angela." Okay. All right. Now, what can we figure out from this story? Okay. What do you think, sweetie? Is it fantasy or realistic fiction? This little girl's getting a hearing aid. Okay. Do people get hearing aids in real life? Okay. All right. Okay. So what do you think? Is it fantasy, make believe, or realistic fiction? Okay. Let me write that up for you. Okay. So fantasy is we may have dragons and wizards and magic. Okay. You can't have fiction, and it's called realistic fiction. Okay. Okay. This is stuff that could, or things that could happen in real life. Okay. All right, sweetie. So what do you think? Do we see like dragons and magic and wizards in the story?
No.
No. So what do you think? Could it be realistic fiction? Yeah. She's probably hard of hearing. Okay. So she's getting hearing aids. Okay. All right. Now, okay, let me read the story to you again. A hearing aid, I screamed. What's that? Dr. Brown took a hearing aid out of a drawer. She opened the box part and put in 2 tiny batteries. Then she held the earpiece close to my ear. I could hear her clearly when she said, "You can pretend this is a magic button, Angela." Okay, so what did Dr. Brown have to put into the hearing aid? Okay, so we've got the what part. Okay, all right. Do you remember what she had to put in to make it work? Okay, so do you have like toys at home that you have to put something in them to make them work, like your video games and stuff like that? What do you have to put into them?
I don't know.
Do you have to sometimes put batteries in them? Yeah. So she put batteries. Okay, without batteries, the hearing aid couldn't work. Okay, and apparently Angela couldn't hear very well, so she needed that to work. Okay, now, what Angela can pretend the earpiece is. So what can Angela pretend that it is? What did let's see, what did her doctor say that she could, yeah, what did Dr. Brown say she could pretend that it was? You want me to read it again? Okay. It does have something in it. She could pretend it was a magic what?
Button.
There you go. So, magic button. And maybe Angela wasn't really thrilled about getting a hearing aid. So Dr. Brown was trying to help her feel better about that. Okay, so Dr. Brown had to put in batteries, and Angela could pretend that the hearing aid was a magic button. Okay? All right. With it in your ear, you can usually hear what people say even when you can't see their lips move. Okay, sweetie, so now we know a little bit more about Angela. Angela's deaf, or she's hard of hearing. Okay? Have you ever seen people sign like that when they're deaf? Okay? All right. So this is sign language. A, B, C, D. Okay? Okay. I can sign I'm hearing. Okay? Now, if I see a deaf person, I can say, are you deaf? And they can say yes, or they can say no. Okay? We talk with our hands. Okay? So, but some deaf people can hear a little bit, but they need a hearing aid. Okay? All right? Okay, so it says, with it in your ear, you can usually hear what people say even when you can't see their lips move. So people that can't hear real well, they watch your lips. Okay? So if I know that I'm signing to a deaf person, I make sure they can see my lips, okay? Because they've been taught how to lip read, okay? Right. So, okay, I said, I guess that will be all right. To myself, if it isn't, I'll get rid of it, okay? All right, okay. What you can usually do with a hearing aid in, okay, all right. So it's looking for 2 words. Okay, here. Okay, I guess you're supposed to give the definition. Okay, what you can usually do with a hearing aid in... Okay, so where are you putting your hearing aid? Are you putting it up your nose?
Mm-mm.
No. Where do you usually put a hearing aid?
In your ear.
In your ear. Okay, so you put it in your ear. To get rid of it, okay, what Angela, okay, she said, to myself, I thought. So, what Angela thought, what do we put in there? She's thinking in her head, so she thought. What do you do when you just kind of talk in your head? You have thoughts, right? So, what she thought. You need some help with that one, dude? Okay. What she thought she could do if the hearing aid was not all what? All bad or all right? Okay. So, let me read that last part. So, okay, I said, I guess that it will be all right. To myself, I thought, if it isn't, I'll get rid of it. So, what Angela thought she could do if the hearing aid was not all, what? Right. Are we talking right or wrong? If the hearing aid, there you go. Okay, she could get rid of it, or she thought she could get rid of it if she thought the hearing aid wasn't all right. So what do you think? Angela's not real sure about this hearing aid, okay? She's hard of hearing, okay? And some people will say, I'm deaf, or they'll go, this is the letter H in sign language, so they'll go hard of hearing, okay? All right, that if they're hard of hearing, that means they can hear a little bit. If they're completely deaf, they can't hear anything at all, okay? All right. Okay, the man, okay, Lucas, as soon as we're done, we'll probably play the game, okay? The man at the hearing aid center where I went to get my hearing aid was nice to me too. He showed me how to fit the button in my ear so that there wasn't any squealing noise. He showed me how to change the batteries. Okay? All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we have to come, there are two words that you have to find synonyms for. Okay. I don't want to erase our play. Okay. Let's just do this. Synonyms. Okay. Synonyms, Leo, are words that have about the same meaning, but they're different. Like tiny, little, small, that all means this, right? If you say something's tiny, what are you saying? That it's what? I saw a tiny little bug. What are you really saying? I saw a very what? Large bug or a very small bug?
Small.
Right. So tiny is a synonym for small. Okay? All right. Okay. All right. So what we're looking for is a synonym for also. Okay. So let me read the first sentence to you. The man at the hearing aid center where I went to get my hearing aid was nice to me too. Okay. So what word could we also use for also? Okay. Can we use is or to for also? Oh, I want to go too. I want to go also. Okay, so what two words mean about the same for also? Starts with a T. You want some help on that one?
Mm-hmm.
To. To. So also and to mean about the same thing. Okay. I also want to go, and you pop up and you say, me too. Okay. So they mean about the same. So they're synonyms. Okay. To replace. Okay. Okay. All right, sweetie. Why don't you pass me your pencil and I'll kind of underline this for you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So, we talked about to. All right. Now, let me read this last sentence. He showed me how to change the batteries. So, to replace. What's another word that means replace? Okay. Mom says, you come up to Mom and you say, Mom, my video game or this toy won't work. Mom looks at it and she says, well, Leo, we need to replace the batteries. I'll get some new batteries to change. You know what that word is? Or do you need help? To change. To change. To change them out. Okay. So replace means to change. Okay. So we have synonyms. Hopefully I spelled that right. Synonyms that mean about the same thing. So also and to mean about the same thing. Replace and change mean about the same thing. Okay? So I'll underline those for you. Okay? Oops. All right. So I think you can complete the sentences, but complete the sentences. My blank keeps me warm on chilly days. I think you can do those by yourself, but be careful. Oh, okay.
Steve fell down.
Okay, Steve fell down? Okay. All right, so let's continue on with the story. Okay.
And now Stevie's gonna watch you.
Oh, okay. Well, I can always use another audience member. Okay. Alright, so Angela continues. Do I have to wear it all the time, I asked. I was worried about that. No, he said, you won't need your hearing aid when you're sleeping or playing rough games outdoors. You can wear it to school when you go to the movies or watch TV. It will help you hear some of the things you're missing now. Okay, so we're still talking about synonyms. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about the word always. So we're looking for another word that means about the same thing as always. Okay? Alright, so let's read the first sentence. Do I have to wear it all the time, I asked. I was worried about that. So I'll give you a hint, Leo. There's a phrase, there's part of a sentence that fits the word always that Angela asked. Do I have to wear it all the time? Okay, what do you think all the time means? It means about the same thing as what, sweetie?
Always.
Always. Okay. You can say to me something like that. Yes. Miss Pat, you always get mad at me. And I'll say, no, Leo, I don't always get mad at you all the time, do I? So, can you see how the two are about the same? Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Now, assist. Okay, so let's jump down to the last sentence where the technician is talking. That's the man that's helping fitting the hearing aid in her ear. Okay, now assist. Let's write that up there. Okay, so he says it will help you hear some of the things you're missing now. Okay, so what does the word assist mean from this sentence? It will help you hear some of the things you're missing now. Okay, so Leo, when we get together and I assist you with some of your homework for some of your other classes, what am I doing? Am I preventing? Am I keeping you from doing your homework, or am I helping you with your homework? So, do I help you with your homework, or am I going, oh, you don't need to do this right now? So, am I helping you or not helping you?
Not helping.
Not helping you. You think that? So, what are we doing right now, sweetie? Are we doing homework? Okay, so I'm helping you. So, assist means helping. All right? So that's what synonyms mean. Synonyms mean words that mean about the same. Okay? So we've got also means to, replace means change, always means all the time, and assist means helping. Okay. So I'll do what I did for you before and underline it. Okay? Okay. Does that make sense, Leo? Do you understand what synonyms mean? Okay. Now there's another thing called antonyms. Okay. Antonyms are opposite words. Okay. So, can you think of an opposite word for run? What's an opposite word for run?
Walk.
Walk. Can you think of an opposite word for in? Okay. What is Lucas right now? Is he in the room or is he out of the room?
In the room.
Not quite. Would you say he's out of the room? He's not in here with us. He's in the next room, right? So he's out of the room. So those are antonyms. Antonyms are opposite words. Synonyms are words that mean the same thing. Okay? All right. Okay, sweetie, let me turn this off.